Hey, want some tea?
Sure. Thanks. Oh. Hey, babe. You and me. We're a team, right?
Yeah, of course.
When I read this, I thought about us.
So that they are no longer two, but one flesh.
I know before you had to shoulder everything yourself for so long. Mm-hmm. And you did great. You've been raising two beautiful, spiritual kids on your own. But now you have me.
Yeah, I do. So, do you think sometimes we're not a team?
Well, it's just sometimes during family worship.
I get excited and I jump in. I know. I'm just so used to doing it after all these years.
I know you're not trying to take over. And listen, I love the way you teach. I see how you can reach the kids in ways that I can't. Just let me guide it. And I'll make sure you can do that.
Thanks, honey. Thanks for your patience.
No, thank you for your patience. I'm a work in progress, but we make a great team. Why don't we look at what we're going to cover before our next family worship?
That sounds great.
Wasn't that a fine example of how to attack a problem? Not your mate?
That was a fine example of how to tell your wife to shut up without actually saying the words shut up. That's what I took from that part of the dramatization. We're watching David Splain giving the third part of the symposium, follow the roadmap to family peace. Apparently, family peace involves women knowing their place, and in this case, the wife, Irene, submitting to her husband's headship and not taking over, not butting in or correcting her husband when he's teaching the family. That's what working as a team is all about. And David Splain's item is work as a team, which is why you saw in the dramatization such an emphasis on we're a team, right? But surely if it were genuinely a team, the person who is most skilled at a given task would be the one who does that task. And what's interesting is in this dramatization, we heard the husband say,
I love the way you teach. I see how you can reach the kids in ways that I can't. Just let me guide it. And I'll make sure you can do that.
Thanks, honey. Thanks for your patience.
just let me guide it. Just let me be in charge because I am the man. You may be better at teaching. You may be able to reach through to the children in ways that I can't. But you're a woman, and it's your job to let me guide the family worship. I am the host. I am the one who gets to talk. You have to meekly sit by my side and support me in fulfilling my headship role. It's nauseating, isn't it? Again, this organization is just putting their cards on the table and shouting from the rooftops on only the first day of this convention that this is a sexist, misogynistic group that demeans women. I found it interesting where he said,
why don't we look at what we're going to cover before our next family worship?
Why don't we look at what we're going to cover before our next family worship? What's this we business? Are you in charge or not? Is this your show or not? If it's really your show, if you're really the head, then why do you need to run everything past Irene in advance of the family worship? I think we saw a clue as to why he needs to run things past Irene in the previous installment.
Hopefully I was able to clear that up for you a little bit, Olivia.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, actually, Max, that's not true. We had an updated understanding in the recent Watchtower.
Thanks.
Basically, Irene knows her stuff and Max doesn't. Irene is keeping up to date with all of the changes in scriptural understanding, with all of the new light. And Max, for whatever reason, is unable to do that. So that's the reason why he needs to run things past Irene in advance of the next family worship. He just doesn't know enough. Irene, again, is the better candidate to be taking the family worship. But purely because of her gender, her religion forbids her from doing that.